Hello Pisces, my name is Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk all things spirituality. Hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if it just so happens to resonate with you. If it doesn't, no big deal, chuck it. It's probably for somebody else. My readings are for sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's get into it. Pisces and the person that is currently on their mind. I'm just gonna scoot my chair in though, hold on. Time out. Okay. Time in. I don't think time in's a thing. Anyways. Pisces and the person that is on their mind currently. You could be dealing with somebody who you're not speaking to right now. Somebody's very silent. Oh, wow. Okay. 8 of Wands and the Sun card reversed. Give me one moment. I'm getting a message, but I just want to kind of make sure. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody who took action here where they wish that they wouldn't have. At some point throughout this connection, throughout this relationship, you're dealing with somebody who took action where they wish they wouldn't have, right? Because now within this connection, they've caused, how do I put this? They've caused an upheaval, but by upheaval, I don't mean like a crazy, raging, like fight. I kind of mean they've just caused this connection. I am getting maybe for some of you it was a little bit of a newer connection. 8 could be a significant. This person could be working very hard on trying to manifest. I'm getting a lot of very strange messages. Yeah, Sun card reversed. Somebody wishes, someone's actually burnt out about thinking about how they messed up. They took action where they shouldn't have been, and they took a connection which was very, very bright and beautiful, and they turned it right upside down on its head, right? They took the Sun card. That, you know, could be dealing with a Leo. That's very much what I'm getting. This person's actually in a deep state of depression from what they did here. I feel like you could be dealing with an air sign, somebody who has heavy air placements, but you definitely laid the law down to this person. Whatever transpired here between you two, whenever you found out, or if you have a suspicion and you found out, you plan on laying the law down to this person. But yeah, this person took action where they shouldn't have, and it's like they're just acting different. They're not acting as happy, or they weren't acting as happy as they normally would have. You could tell just by their energy, right? Their vibe changed. Their energy was off. And that's something, especially when you're a spiritual person, which I'm guessing those of you watching are. When you're a spiritual person, you can feel those shifts very easily, even without being around somebody. Even if this was a long distance connection, you can feel a shift in just someone's tone. Even sometimes when there's no contact, you can feel a shift in energy between people, right? Especially if you're, like I said, very attuned to the spiritual side of things. So whether that was your intuitive side picking up on this, which Pisces, we all know you have an amazing intuition. It's amazing. Or you actually caught this person taking action towards somebody else. I am seeing that this person didn't even try to really fight it. It's like they knew that they got caught, or something about your intuition here though picked up on it first, for sure. You really laid down the law to this person. That's why this person's going through a deep depression right now. How does this person feel about Pisces at the deepest level as of right now? Probably pretty regretful. King of Swords. They wish that they would have communicated with you openly about what they did here, because they feel like you wouldn't have been maybe so mad or triggered by it. Obviously, that's, I don't mean to use the word trigger as like, oh, it's a trigger, it triggered you. Obvious, that would trigger me, right? That would trigger anybody if who you're being with, who you're with, trying to be with, takes action towards somebody else. I'm pretty sure that would trigger everybody. But they wish that they would have communicated better. They wish that they would have came to this correctly, because now it's like yeah, now they gain the freedom to take action wherever they want, but they've lost you, and you let this person have it. You were not going to stand for whatever it was that this person did. And do they love being free and having their freedom? I feel like they did at first, or they will at first, but not for very long. Not for very long whatsoever. This person, again, they wish that they would have just been better at communicating with you, at being more, like, accurate with you and truthful about what they did. or maybe where their head was at in this connection. Maybe they led you on a little bit when they actually were, you know, into a different energy at the time. Either way, though, you laid it down for this person. Hey, you're not going to treat me like this. Your boundaries completely went into full force mode. There was an ending here for sure. How does Pisces feel about this person in the current moment? 3 of Swords. Yeah, this person broke your heart. This person broke your heart. Your intuition, they broke your heart by giving to somebody else. Your intuition picked up on this first, and then you could have went looking like physically at like stories or online, or just trying whatever you could to figure it out. And I feel like for those of you who did actually find physical proof that this person did take action towards somebody else, man, heartbreaking. But even if you didn't, you weren't able to find that. For many of you, your intuition just told you that something was off here, and it broke your heart all in the same. Because like I said, Pisces have the best intuition of any zodiac sign that I've ever come across. I have a 16-year-old son. He is a Pisces. That child, or young man I should say now, he can, I swear, before I even give him details on things, he already kind of knows. He's just very, very intuitive. It's so interesting to watch. So for many of you, I'm getting your intuition was just telling you that this was off to begin with, and that's because this person's vibration changed up front. Is this person regretting what they did to Pisces? Did they change it and go back? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, because you were there, happy home, happy life, happy family. You guys actually could have either had a very serious, I'm getting for like some of you, I'm getting this was a newer connection and this person let you down. But for most of you, what I'm getting is this could have been a very serious connection. You guys could have been in a serious commitment, or it could have been headed there. Many of you could have been actually married to this person. Yeah, but it's like there was a lot of cynical energy within this connection when you guys were together. Or it's like this person knew you guys were soulmates, but they did it anyway, right? 2 of Wands reverse. That's the direct energy of you know, this is somebody who can't plan anything to save their life. I feel like that drove you nuts. But they're very action-oriented, right? They don't plan. They're very impulsive for many of you. And their impulses cause them to lose a soulmate. Somebody who was very important to them. If this wasn't a serious connection, this person definitely saw those things with you. So then why would they do this? Why did this person do this to Pisces? It's like this person is somebody who likes to save the damsel in distress, right? There's no gender in tarot, but this person like somehow manifested into their lives meeting somebody who needed help, and they ended up catching feelings and making an offer. However, now they're restless. They cannot stop thinking of, yeah, everything's so much clearer in hindsight, right? They realize they messed up their 10 of Pentacles by offering 1 pentacle, right? They took action where they shouldn't have. And the moment they did it, their vibration changed, and that's when your intuition went ding, ding, ding. Something's very, very wrong here. Now this person's in this energy, the King of Pentacles reverse. I feel like this person could be facing karma due to money loss. Not that we should ever wish that upon any soul, no matter what. It's just what I'm seeing sort of in the cards here. But yeah, they ruined this 10 of Pentacles by offering a pentacle to somebody, causing you massive, massive heartbreak. Okay. What is the advice for Pisces at this time? During this very, very heartbreaking time. High Priestess again. Yeah, your intuition is spot on. It's really, really good intuition I'm sensing with many of the Pisces out there, which is not surprising. What's the advice that we can give Pisces regarding this person and the heartbreak that they're currently facing or about to face? Okay, try to keep your balance, as hard as it can be when you're going through something like this. It does look like this person may try to, this person's very, very physically attracted to you as well. They may try to make that connection first if they ever try to reach out again. I'm seeing with this King of Wands, they can't stop thinking about reconnecting, at least physically here. But for your advice, I'm getting try to keep a balance in your life, which can be so hard to do when you're heartbroken, right? How do you balance your life when you're heartbroken? Well, that's why that's the advice is it looks like this person could have been a significant part of your day, of your life, and now something feels like it's missing. Something feels like it's just not there. Now your vibration is lowered and changed because of this person's crappy actions. But remember, Pisces, it's not upon ourselves to sort of serve out karma. The universe will do that on its own, so don't ever wish ill on anybody or this person. That's just a message I'm getting for someone out there. Even though I know it's hard because you're in this energy. You're in this heartbroken energy for those of you that are resonating with this. But the advice is to just regain any kind of balance you can with your vibration. Because like I said, it's like this person could have been a huge part of your life or your day, even if, whether it was newer or older. Try to really keep your balance, right? If you're going through those emotional highs and lows throughout your day, because this is causing you so much heartbreak, same message. Just try to keep your balance. There's also something significant about the number 2 here. You could be born on the 2nd or born on a 2 day. Many of you being born on the 20th. People who are born on the 20th are very, very old souls. Kurt Cobain, the lead singer of Nirvana, he was born on the 20th, and he was always talking, he did some interviews where he would talk about spirituality, and he actually talked about light workers, and I don't think he knew it at the time, he didn't use that term, but I think what he said in an interview one time was something about, I feel like I was dropped off here from another planet meant to help the earth, and I'll be sent home when this is all over. Something along those lines. When I read that, I was like, like, he knew that light workers were a thing without even knowing it. Anyways, I forgot where I was going with that. But I do see you very, very much. Oh yes, Kurt Cobain was born on the 20th. He was an old soul. He intuitively, he was also a Pisces. He had a ton of Pisces in his chart. He intuitively knew that he was a light worker. So he was definitely a light worker, but he intuitively sort of knew that, which I thought was kind of cool. And he was born on the 20th, which is people born on the 20th. They're old souls. I do see you directly healing from this heartbreak in the very, very near future. This isn't going to last forever, Pisces. You're going to heal. You're going to be just fine. And that's in your advice. So your advice is just, again, try to regain your balance because it's the only thing that can make that healing process a little easier. And I know it's hard. Also, maybe by regaining your balance, you know, it might not be a bad idea to get back out there. I did just see the Knight of Wands reversed. Don't be afraid to get back out there, but try not to get too... I just saw the King of Wands again. This person is... It's like they cannot wait for another opportunity to talk to you if you have them blocked off or something like that. They can't wait to talk to you again and come in. But you're healing from this. You're healing from this. Because you don't ever want to feel that sting that you felt of this person betraying you, right? Their vibe change, and it's like once that's done, how does that get undone? The only way for this person to undo that is to come in with a very sincere apology, love offer, all of that, and even then, right? You're regaining your balance. You're healing from this. This person better hurry up because it's like you're done, you know? You're going to be energetically done, not just like you're done because you're mad. You're actually going to very, very soon here, you're healing quickly, balancing your life back out after this heartbreak. You're going to find your footing here very, very soon if you haven't already. This person keeps a very close eye on you. I do see something brand new coming in for you, something that will be completely different from this connection. But the universe only brings in, right, our person or the person that we're supposed to be with, that soulmate that we're supposed to connect with at that moment in time when we've done the healing from our past. Because the universe, God does not want us to essentially bleed on other people. And I like to use this analogy. One of my favorite creators here on YouTube, Rich Lopp, uses this analogy. So shout out to him. But the universe, sometimes when we're in the healing process, trying to regain our balance from something that really knocked us off balance, like a situation like this, they like to put hypothetical yellow tape around our hearts for just a short period of time, just a time while we heal, while we regain our balance, and that's so we learn the lesson. and we don't keep repeating the same cycle just with a different person. And that's also so we don't end up bleeding on a new person, on somebody else. However, there is a bit of message to get out here with your friends and have some fun. Not necessarily, still take the time, do the healing work, but it is, the more you heal and balance out, kind of feel it out. Use that amazing intuition that you have and just sort of feel it out when would be the right time to sort of start going out again. Just not with anyone or anything like that, but just sort of having fun, getting into a high vibration again, right? Because this person definitely caused your vibration to sink in. Betrayal will definitely do that, but I see you healing and balancing right back out, and I see this person in deep regret, waiting for another chance, but once you've healed from this, I feel like you're going to be in a different vibrational state than this person. So unless this person really heals themselves, what caused them to take action elsewhere here, unless they go within and heal that side of themselves, you guys will you'll be a vibrational mismatch. So it won't come together. So if this King of Wands, if this person could very much be a fire sign, wants to come back into your life, they better be doing the healing work that you're doing. And I am seeing they want to come back, but I'm getting for many of you, it's like you don't even want them to, because this was too painful. The betrayal was too much. And like I said, the more you heal, the more you balance everything in your life out, you're going to look back at this person when they finally do decide to come in, probably, and be like, no, what was I even thinking the first time? That is what I have for you, Pisces. Hit that subscribe button if it resonated, and I will see you guys next time.